I want to thank wellplated.com for the recipe today, and now on to some energy bites. In this tiny little bite, we have a lot of energy stored. We have complex carbohydrates, we have fast, slow burning carbohydrates, we have protein, we have fiber. This is something you definitely need to have on hand, especially if you have gigs. So I carry these with me all the time. So here's how we make these. But first, I think I'm gonna have a treat. Oh yeah. So here are our ingredients today. Of course, the first thing always starts out with rolled oats. You could use quick oats, but honestly, the rolled oats give a better chew to it, and I think it kind of maintains that rough texture that you want with an energy bite. I also think it has a little bit more fiber when it's not broken down, so you probably get a little more of this with the other oats. A little too grainy. So this is one of the major things you have to put in energy bites is you need your slow burning carbohydrates, and oatmeal is one of the best things. I have oatmeal every single morning. I'm so glad to be able to have it when I need a snack as well. As for the mix-ins, I'm using today chia seeds. You could use flax seeds, you could use something else, but think of this in terms of something to add more fiber or protein. You could use a protein powder if you wanted, or something that just gives you a little bit extra kick if you want it. And this is where sort of a lot of the fun of making these comes in, because you can change this recipe, if you go to wellplated.com, into several different types of bites. Today we're going to be making the traditional peanut butter chocolate chip one. And this is something I've been making for years. So, chia seeds I'm choosing today, which are going to be fun, give me a little more fiber and some other nutrients. You do need a sticky thing to kind of hold it together, and I always choose agave syrup. Agave because it has low glycemic index, and it won't give me that sugar crash, and it really isn't that sweet, but it has a nice little texture to kind of get everything to hold together. I use this pretty much in everything I have to use this sort of thing. The alternative would be, if you weren't vegan, honey, or using maple syrup, which I think is really, really too sweet for this sort of thing, especially when you start adding some of the other things I'm going to show you in a moment. So agave. You will have a little bit of salt. I'm using Himalayan salt. I've actually found this. It's got its grinder on top as well, which is interesting. You will need vanilla. You need pure vanilla. Don't get the imitation stuff. This is the best stuff. Just get this. I know it's expensive, but you will probably taste the difference. This is the stuff you want. You will need, importantly, peanut butter. And if you don't know what this one is actually light roasted. Did you know they have dark roasted and light roasted peanut butter? They might even have medium roasted. Try the light roasted one. Total difference. Really light. It's amazing. And sweet. I talked about sweets. This is definitely sweet. This is what my sweets are today. I'm going to be adding these Enjoy Life mini chocolate chips. I'm one of the mini ones because I like the tiny little ones. I don't really want big chocolate chunks, but if you want that, try that. Try the exact same sort of thing. Think about it this way. You can add raisins, you could add butterscotch bites. Find things that are vegan, of course, but so many different things are. You can have some sprinkles in there. I want to keep it very limited on sugars, and I think this is going to be a good thing, combination. So give me some good energy. So I've got my proteins, I've got my fats, I've got my fiber, I've got my slow and fast digestive carbohydrates, and let's get mixing. So time to get mixing. Here is the first ingredient, of course, oatmeal. 1 cup plus 1/4 of another cup. I just kind of filled that container up after that. Then our mix-ins. I'm using 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Chia seeds give you a lot of vitamins, minerals, and of course that fiber that we all love, and some protein. Yes, the Inca powerhouse, I guess. And agave. I'm using 1/3 of a cup of agave. That's what it calls for. You'll find with this recipe that it gets pretty sticky, so this is the perfect amount. In the past, I've used a little bit less, and for some reason, that as well as amount of peanut butter have done something so I couldn't mix it as well. I'm now adding a teaspoon of vanilla. I love that vanilla, the smell of it. Probably could have even added more, but don't want to run out of it. I make this a lot. And then the most special ingredient, the light roasted peanut butter. I need a half a cup of this. Got my half a cup I'm showing off to everybody. And I pre-mix this. It's natural peanut, of course, and it comes out pretty well. It is a new container, and I had everything to keep myself from just eating it right there. I wanted to lick the knife, but yeah, I control myself. The hardest thing now is to get it out of this container into the bowl, and you'll see I fight a little bit with this. Come on out, come on out, come on out. Peanut butter kind of really makes this thing. You could use other butters, of course, almond butter, cashew butter, sunflower seed butter, but peanut butter, chocolate chip, kind of something I keep coming back to. And peanut butter is cheap. That peanut butter I'm using is a little bit more pricey, but it is worth it. And now the other mix-ins, I'm using a 1/4 cup or as many as I have of the Enjoy Life mini chips. I've ran out and I'm trying to get more out of the bag. Yeah, there's always one that stays in, just grabbing on. And follow up with a little bit of sea salt. I don't really need a lot of it. Actually, I don't think that is sea salt. That's Himalayan salt. Sorry. Either mountains or sea. Choose one. And now we do some mixing. I like these silicone spatulas so you can really get in there and scrape the sides of the bowl and really push and mash it in, because I'm not going to be using a spoon with these. I'm going to roll these out with my hands. And I find the easiest way to do it is to get it in your palm. Don't get your fingers like stuck in, and just kind of roll around in a circle and try to get what you can together. If something falls out, just kind of put it back into the mass and keep rolling. These were pretty sticky, but once they get in the refrigerator and you give them there for a few hours, they harden right up and they stay in ball form. I keep mine in the refrigerator after I'm done, and whenever I need a snack, I just go for that. When I bring it with me, I have a little bit of a cooler just to keep them cool. Hey, don't judge me. It's my own kitchen. My hands are clean. Somewhat. So thank you, wellplated.com, for a great recipe for these energy bites. I actually have been doing these for several years now, and I like the way she did it on her website because she gave options and they came out the best. I used to put these in cups. I used to put these into bar form because I couldn't get them into this ball sort of shape, but this recipe seemed to really work really well, and it used the same ingredients I've always used: an oatmeal, peanut butter, some sort of sweetener to mix it together, and other things you can throw in just for health benefits. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, watch my other videos, like it, and if you have any comments about anything, if you tried it, tell me how it came out, and if you have some ideas for the next thing, hey, great, send them my way. See you later. Never waste anything. Go about your business. I'm good.